Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Clarity English Practice Channel, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Jessica. Have you ever completely frozen up when a stranger says a simple hello to you in English? Like your brain just buffers, your social battery hits zero, and your mind just stops working, right?
You are definitely not the only one. The social panic is real. So many people get super nervous during normal, everyday chats. But honestly, getting through a regular day is actually a lot easier than you might think. Today, we're stripping away the stress and going back to the absolute basics. By the end of our talk, you'll know exactly what to say to anyone, anywhere, without breaking a sweat. Let's jump right into it.
Hey there, David. How are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, thank you. It's such a beautiful sunny day here, which always boosts my mood. How about you?
I'm doing great too. The weather is literally perfect. Honestly, with such good vibes, it is actually a really good time to sit down and do some basic English conversation practice.
I completely agree. What we're unpacking today is super helpful for anyone who wants to ditch the awkwardness and feel totally relaxed when talking. If you have ever searched for a video on how to speak English confidently in everyday situations, take a breath, you are in the exact right place. We're going to cover the short, punchy phrases you need for your daily routine.
Yes, these are the everyday English words that will help you confidently grab an iced coffee, casually talk to a neighbor, and just get through your day easily. It is basically a survival guide to help you improve your English. So, David, where should we start? What is the very first thing people say when they cross paths?
That is the easiest part. It all starts with hello.
Exactly. You can never go wrong with that. A simple hello or hi is perfect. Hi is a bit more casual, great for friends or coworkers, and hello works for literally everyone you meet to practice your English speaking skills.
Makes total sense. But here's the fun part. We also change how we say hello depending on the time of day. Like when you wake up and you're desperate for that first cup of coffee, what do you say?
Before noon, you just say, "Good morning." It's classic and polite. Imagine walking into a packed, amazing-smelling bakery in Boston at 8 a.m. You just look at the cashier and say, "Good morning."
And what happens after 12 p.m. when the morning coffee wears off?
Then you switch to "Good afternoon." You can use this until the sun starts going down, usually around 5 or 6 p.m. It is a great thing to say when you walk back into the office after your lunch break and run into your boss.
And when it finally gets dark outside?
Then we use "Good evening." If you're meeting a friend for dinner at a nice, dimly lit restaurant in New York City, "Good evening" is the best way to greet the host. This is a very natural part of daily English conversations.
That is a really helpful rule. But wait, what about good night? Do we use that when we meet someone out late?
Actually, no. A lot of people make that mistake when they learn English. Good night is only for when you are leaving a place or literally going to bed. It's a way to say goodbye. It is never a way to say hello.
Ah, so good night means I'm out of here. That is a great tip to remember. Okay, so after we greet someone using our basic English phrases, what is the next step so things don't get awkward?
Usually you ask how they're doing. The most common way is just, "How are you?" It's polite, easy, and shows you're actually paying attention to them.
And how should we reply without overthinking it?
Just keep it simple. You can say, "I am fine, thank you," or just, "I'm good." Both sound really friendly and natural.
What if I'm just having a totally regular mediocre Tuesday?
You can just say, "Not bad." It just means things are okay. But the real trick here, the secret to not making it awkward, is that you need to ask them the same question back. You should say, "I am fine, thank you," and you, or "How about you?"
Right. Throwing the ball back to them keeps the chat going. Now, what if we're meeting someone for the absolute first time?
You tell them your name. You just say, "My name is Jessica." Then you follow up with, "What is your name?"
And when they tell me, I'm David, how do I respond?
You smile, make eye contact, and say, "Nice to meet you." It's such a warm, friendly thing to say. You can shake hands if you want, but just saying the words is solid English vocabulary to show respect.
Let's talk about those important magic words, the ones that prove you were raised right and have good manners.
You mean polite English words. These are huge in America. The main ones are please and thank you.
When should we make sure we drop a please?
Basically, whenever you are asking for something, if you want a soda, you say, "Can I have a soda, please?" Or if you need someone to pass you a menu, you say, "Pass the menu, please." It instantly turns a bossy demand into a polite question.
And when they hand you that menu, you say thank you, or maybe just thanks if it's a close friend.
Exactly. And flip it around, if you help someone and they say thank you to you, what is the best reply?
You just say you are welcome. Or if it was super easy for you, you can say no problem. People say no problem all the time now in everyday English.
Okay, picture this. What if you are in a super crowded supermarket in Los Angeles, like a Trader Joe's on a Sunday, which is basically a battleground, and you need to squeeze by someone or ask a worker for help?
Oh, that is definitely when you say, excuse me, can I ask you a question? Or just a quick, excuse me, as you slide behind them in the aisle. It works for so many things.
And what if I accidentally bump my shopping cart right into theirs?
Then you quickly say, sorry, or I am sorry. It's best to say it right away so they know you didn't mean to run them over.
Using those words really makes a great impression. Now, what about those moments when you are stuck in an elevator or waiting in line and you need to talk for a little bit, but nothing too deep?
Oh, small talk, the introvert's nightmare. But honestly, I really like small talk. It is just easy, light chatting, so things do not feel awkward. This is totally perfect for English for beginners.
What is the safest, most common topic for that?
Definitely the weather. The weather is always doing something, so it's an easy target. You can look outside and say, nice weather today, isn't it?
And I could say, yes, it is so sunny, or if it's gloomy, I can't believe it is raining again.
Exactly. You can say, it is really cold today, or it is gorgeous outside. You literally just say what you see to speak English confidently.
What if you are pouring coffee in the break room on a Monday morning at work?
Then you ask about their weekend. How was your weekend? Is the ultimate Monday morning survival question.
I usually reply with, "It was great, thank you, I just relaxed." Or, "It was pretty busy." And then, the golden rule, I always add, "How about yours?"
That is the perfect way to do it. Another really good trick for small talk is just mentioning something right in front of you. If you're waiting in a painfully long line at a coffee shop, you can just look at the person next to you and say, this line is really long, isn't it?
Or if I see someone rocking a really cool vintage jacket, I can say, "That's a nice jacket." It doesn't force them into a long, deep conversation. It's just a friendly, passing moment to practice your English speaking skills.
Speaking of being friendly, what if you want to learn a tiny bit more about someone's background?
A super safe and polite question is, "Where are you from?"
And I could say, I'm from Florida, or I'm from Texas. Just keep it direct.
Another question you will hear a lot, especially if you're traveling or have an accent, is, "Do you speak English?"
If you feel a little unsure, you can just say, yes, a little. It shows you're making an effort, and people are usually very nice and patient about that when you're trying to learn English.
They might also ask, "What do you do?" Don't panic. This is just their way of asking about your job.
You can say, I'm a student, or I work in a bank. Very short and sweet.
Text on screen with a shopping bag and map icon. Everyday survival, shopping, and directions. Let's talk about a daily task we all do. Shopping. What's the very first thing that happens when you walk into a store?
Usually, an employee will spot you, walk right up and ask, can I help you?
If I'm just killing time and checking things out, what's the best reply to get them to leave me alone, politely?
The universal introvert shield. Just smile and say, no thank you, I'm just looking. They'll back off and let you browse in peace.
But what if I find a pair of shoes I absolutely love, but the price tag is missing?
You point to them and say, how much is this? That is a phrase you will use constantly in your daily English conversations.
And when I decide I can't live without them and want to buy them,
You tell the cashier, "I'll take this, please." When you finally pay, you say, "Thank you," and they'll say, "You're welcome." It's a very easy, predictable routine.
Now, imagine I walk out of that store, completely distracted by my new shoes, and realize my Google Maps is glitching and I am totally lost in a new city.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. The absolute most important question you will ever learn for basic English conversation practice is, "Excuse me, where's the bathroom?"
Honestly, yes, that is definitely the most important one.
It's an emergency. Always use "excuse me" first. "Excuse me, where's the train station?"
And someone might point down the block and say, it is over there, or it is straight ahead.
What if my feet hurt and I'm worried it's a really long walk?
You ask, is it far? They will tell you, yes, it is, or no, it is very close.
And honestly, if you're completely turned around and hopeless, just say, "I'm lost. How do I get here?" Show them your phone. People are usually surprisingly happy to help.
Okay, thinking about all this walking around the city is making me hungry. Let's talk about ordering food at a classic American diner.
When you grab a booth, the waiter will come over and ask, "What would you like?" Or, "Are you ready to order?"
I would say, can I have a coffee, please? Or, I would like a burger, please.
But if you just sat down and panic because you haven't even opened the menu yet, just say, "Not yet, thank you," or "Just a minute, please."
What if there's something on the menu I don't recognize?
You can just point to the word and ask, "What is this?" Or, if you want the insider scoop, ask the waiter, "What do you recommend?"
When I'm full, finished eating, and want to leave, how do I get the check?
You just make eye contact with the waiter and say, "The bill, please." Or, "Can I have the bill, please?"
And when I leave, I drop a thank you, and they usually say, have a good day. This is essential everyday English.
Another super normal part of daily chatting is just talking about what we actually like.
Yes, sharing your likes and dislikes. It is so easy. You just say, I like, and then the thing. I like coffee. I like watching movies.
And you can easily ask the other person, "Do you like tea?"
And they will say, yes, I do, or no, I don't.
If you want to bond over something you don't enjoy, just add the word "don't." I don't like cold weather. I don't like waking up early.
It really is that easy. Finally, we should talk about how to express physical feelings.
Right. If your stomach is completely empty, you say, "I'm hungry." If you need a drink of water, you say, "I'm thirsty."
When you get home from a brutal, long shift at work, you say, I am tired. Or if you literally need to sleep right now, you say, I am sleepy.
What if I have a fever or a bad cough?
You say, I am sick, or to be exact, my head hurts.
And depending on the season, you can say, "I'm cold" or "I'm hot." It's just a fast, effective way to explain how you're feeling and expand your English vocabulary.
Visual, background music swells into an uplifting, inspiring lo-fi beat. Both hosts look at each other, then smile confidently at the camera.
Wow, we have covered so many real-life situations today. How to greet people, survive small talk, shop and eat.
Now it's time to talk about the best part for us introverts, ending the conversation.
Saying goodbye. The absolute most basic way is just bye. It's universally friendly and works literally everywhere.
If you're going to see the person later today or tomorrow, you can say, see you later, or see you tomorrow.
If you're walking out of a shop or finishing up a Zoom meeting, it's really nice to say, "Have a good day."
Or have a good weekend if it happens to be a glorious Friday. Another really kind, warm way to say goodbye to a friend is take care.
We really did talk about a lot today, from the very first hello to the last goodbye.
We sure did. Listen, if you take these basic English phrases and just start using them, you'll notice a huge change in how comfortable you feel out there. It's all about consistent practice to improve your English.
Exactly. Rewatch this, say these words out loud with us. Practice them every single day until they feel like second nature.
And speaking of saying goodbye, that brings us to the end of our chat. If this video just saved you from a future awkward coffee shop encounter and you want to keep leveling up with us, hit that like button and subscribe to the Clarity English Practice channel. We have so many more fun lessons coming your way.
Yes, and please leave a comment below. Let us know which phrase was your favorite today or which one are you definitely going to use the next time you leave the house.
Thank you so much for spending your time with the Clarity English Practice channel. Take care and see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.